Welcome to another edition of Love in Black with Tori and Terry, where we promote positive love conversations. If you'd like to be on the show, need counseling, advertise, or have your letter read, send us an email at loveinblack1@gmail.com.
Hey, and welcome to another episode of Love in Black with Tori and Terry.
Hey, everybody, welcome. If you are in your car, you can listen to us. Or if you are at home, you can listen to us on YouTube or watch us on YouTube and now your IG page. You can find us at Love in Black with Tori and Terry.
What's up, Gospel Radio Nation? How you guys doing tonight? Guys, we definitely want to hear from you guys. So if you want to watch us, you can go to our YouTube page at Love in Black with Tori and Terry, and you can check us out there. If not, you can feel free to listen in your cars or home, wherever you are. Baby, what's going on? How you doing?
Okay, how you doing?
I'm okay, considering. We had a great weekend this weekend, guys. We combined Father's Day and Juneteenth and Sabrina's birthday.
Yes. Juneteenth was amazing. Juneteenth was definitely amazing. Went to 1186. Went to see Utah Holly. She was with us last week. 1186 Water. We were with them, and it was a great day. They had the event was at Bar 5015.
That's
it was
right.
really nice. I posted it that day. Very nice. Music. They even had a backdrop of people right there. It was really, really cool. A lot of programs.
I know that backdrop was really cool. I wanted to take a picture of it. Now we're going to have to go back.
But they have the fans with the mist, you guys, which was just amazing. It was really hot that day. So the
It was hot, but it wasn't humid though, which was good. Yeah, it definitely was. So I had and shouts go out to 1186 Real Artesian Water, and also to our other sponsor here, A Unique Heart, Love in a Box. And you know what? And she spread some love this weekend too. For those recipients that those fathers that actually received a Love in a Box. I was watching the video and they looked pretty excited about it. So
yeah, the wives nominated their king. So it was really King of Hearts. Like he had the King of Hearts and had the King of Hearts. Real cute, very cute.
That's right.
Good job.
She definitely did. So shout outs go to you. And we definitely want to thank you guys for tuning in again tonight. And we got a good show we're bringing to you tonight. I couldn't even get it out. So we want to thank you guys that are listening on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, iHeartRadio, and Gospel Radio Nation.
Yes,
thank you guys for subscribing, and thank you guys for tuning in tonight. So just to put our business out there, we are certified, nationally board certified relationship and marriage counselors, and we are here to discuss your relationship topics every Tuesday night at 9 o'clock. So make sure your kids are tucked away in the bed and grab a drink and let's get started here. So tonight we are talking about exploring a romantic relationship with somebody or someone you were intrigued with before but never got the chance to do. So we're going to be talking about that tonight, as well as
I know some of you out there definitely have that. Everybody has had that at least once, right? I don't know. Maybe we'll talk about it, but when you say that it's never happened, I don't really unless of course it's like a movie star. Mine always happens.
Uh-oh.
So, hey, amen to that.
Well, amen. Let's pray on it then. Go ahead, baby.
Father God, thank you, Lord. Thank you for giving us your faith. We get a lot of lightning and a lot of booms tonight. No rain yet, but we ask for traveling mercy and grace back home. We also invite everybody in this evening as we go in about the themes of the matters of the heart. We ask that you be with us and continue to keep your hand upon us and guide us. We thank you for your presence and love. We bless you from many powerful names. Amen.
Amen. So, do you want to do the poll first? Or you want to go to commercial?
I think whatever you want.
I think you should. Let's do this. Let's go to commercial, and then we'll be right back, guys.
Love in Black with Tori and Terry.
So we're back, and we're getting ready to get right into the poll for the night. And babe, what's the poll topic?
So the poll is: have you ever fantasized about being in a relationship with someone? 60% said yes, and 40% said yes. Oh, there it is. That's a smooth 100 right there. A lot of people said yes. I don't know. Think about it. Have you? I mean, if you want to let us know, that's fine. 349-6441, 346-349-6441. Let us know if you have ever fantasized about being with someone and how it actually turned out. Some of you may be married to them. Some of you may be dating them. Some of you may have,
Yeah. All right. So I want y'all to check this out right quick.
Jordan's the best girlfriend you never had.
Have you ever actually had sex like that for real?
Well, not exactly, but close.
Well, where can a sister get some from?
So we just showed that clip there because it's one from one of our favorite little movies, The Best Man, and The Best Man too, like that. But that was from one of our favorite movies, and I wanted to play that snippet just because of our title. Have you ever thought of exploring a romantic relationship with someone you were intrigued by but never got the chance? And everybody know that Harper and Jordan, they always kind of played around. They never really, indulged with each other and stuff. So definitely, that was the reason for the clip there. But anyway, how many of you out there ever fantasize about being with somebody that you know you couldn't have? What would your reaction be when you did get that opportunity? So, would it be all that in a bag of chips, or would you think it's not worth the wait? So we would want to, hear from you guys on that. And I just, what's up, Myra? How you doing?
Hey, Myra. Hi, darling.
So definitely want to,
Happy Father's Day, girlfriend. You know what I mean? That's an
yeah.
Happy Father's Day.
She is a happy Father's Day. Yeah. Happy Mama Father's Day.
Down for both.
Yes, she is. Good job, Myra. Good job.
Yeah.
Myra, how did you celebrate Father's Day, Myra? So we just want to know. Let us know. Anyway, for those of you that missed it, the topic of the night is, have you ever explored a romantic relationship with someone you were intrigued by but never got the chance? And the question I asked was, have you ever thought about exploring a relationship with somebody you were intrigued by? But the couple things though, how would your reaction be if you did get that opportunity? And then, do you think it would be a bag of chips and all that in a bag of chips, or would it not worth the wait? So, what you think, babe?
What I did what?
Well, what I just said.
I mean, it's all that in a bag of chips. My thing is, like I said, I'm never really. Now there are a couple of celebrities I think are just like amazing. I think everybody has that, but really and truly, my thing is that I wouldn't like do anything different. I would be myself because I would want to know that they were in it for me, not because I ramped up or did something differently. So, yeah. So
no, you're right.
The two crushes, the Hollywood crushes or whatever. Yeah. I would definitely be myself. I think I'm good with who I am, and I would be good with who I am. And it's interesting because the whole persona that you can have with somebody can be completely different of who they are in live and technicolor. And it looks real good on social media, looks real good in camera, and then you get with them and it's like, you don't know that. You're totally disappointed. It's all inside. So you never know. Don't get too caught up in, what you see, what you get.
I know, and you know what? A lot of people they see celebrities or they see people in the limelight and they want to get with them so bad. So maybe because of the status, maybe because they clout chasing or whatever. But ultimately, what happens is that if you're not, what's up, Lo? If you're not in, if you're not compatible with them, the same relationship rules still apply.
Absolutely. I mean, and then that too, like, what's your why? Your why still applies to the same. And so the clout chasing thing plays out. Yeah. It totally plays out. character, substance, all that stuff still matters.
It
It's
does.
great to have somebody to look at, but then after that, it's like, now what? When you open your mouth, like, I got nothing.
Yep.
You know,
I know,
it's like,
right?
yeah, don't want that. You know,
So-
it's like
so-
lights are on and nobody's on.
What's that thing you always say? Make sure you're sure.
Absolutely make sure you're sure.
Make sure
but, I
you're
mean,
sure.
But you know what? There is so much safeness in just the fantasy. That's a cool place to be able to go mentally with it and leave it right there. Not get too caught up in it, and don't let it rule you. You know, don't let it.
But you know what? Speaking of fantasy, if you're looking at this person, is it a sexual fantasy? Are you looking at it purely from that point of view, or you know?
It depends on what it is. Like, for instance, when I was talking about the certain men in Hollywood or whatever, it depends on maybe what roles they play.
Yeah.
You know, do they play a very responsible man, a very upstanding? I mean, you're basically, you know, you're enamored, if you will, or whatever, with what they represent. That's what I'm saying. That he's very, very careful. These types of fantasy. Because that's exactly what fantasy is. You're fantasizing. You get to picture it the way you want to, or you're shaping it and framing it the way you want it to be, which is not necessarily reality. And you got to know this.
Exactly. So, in looking at that, I think one of the other things you have to do, since we're talking about a person being intrigued by someone, they may or may not know what their status is, right? You know, is this person married? Is this person untouchable? You know, and when I say
No one's
untouchable,
untouchable. You're your own backstage pass.
who's their own backstage pass?
I am.
Anyway, when I said if they are untouchable, we were talking about celebrities at first, but nothing beats a failure but a try. So just go for it, you know, if that's the case. But if that person is married, you know, we definitely don't advocate that.
Yeah,
we
for
definitely,
sure.
you know,
That's not good.
steer clear.
Yeah, do not. That is so cheesy, you guys. You don't want it. Plus, on top of that, there's no blessing in that. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
No blessing.
Exactly.
You want to be where the blessings lie, honey. That's where you want.
And you know, if you're not, I mean, you know, there's something wrong with that. You know, especially if you're, you know, if you're in a position where, you know, hey, you know, I know they're married and I'm married, you know, but I still want this person. I mean, where you live in it, that's simple right there. So we're definitely not going to put a stamp on that.
Yeah. I mean, and like, even like with mine is simply the accent. Like, the accent is just like, oh my God, you can sing, you can talk, and you can never ever just carry the name. So, I mean, you know, accent, I mean, there's reasons that people have different things. I mean, actually, the accent, I don't know, I can share this. I don't even know.
Go ahead.
So, Javier Bardem was like my champion, right?
Who?
Javier Bardem.
Who is that?
He was in Eat, Love, Pray. He is Julia Roberts, and he is actually Penelope Cruz's husband.
Okay, I have no idea what you're talking about, but go ahead.
But he was
Proceed.
he's also, I think he might have been in Wolf of Wall Street or something. Like, he's like gangsters, and he's actually played different roles. But his accent is very sweet. It's very calming. And
Is that why you like?
well, you know, the reason that I like him is because Eat, Love, and Pray is one of my movies, since we're just doing movies tonight. And Julia Roberts had gone through a divorce, and she had gone to this like monastery in her Australia, and she was Eat, Love, Pray. So there's all these different Eat, Pray, Love. There's all these different things that she was picking out, food, all these different things, and they're growth. And she had met this guy at the monastery, and she was trying to tell him what she had been through. And he was like, "You don't need a man, you need a champion." And he was the one that ended up winning her heart. And so when you think of champion, he fit the bill. And so ever since then, I could like really resonate, just because I have a strong personality and the independence that I have, and just how I come about. I can get with that. It's like, yeah, I just don't want a man. I want a champion, and I deserve a champion because I am a winner. So there it is. And you got to know who you are. You must know who you are.
What is your worth?
Well, before you start looking for somebody to link up with, you got to know. It's like, do they fit?
Yeah.
Got to fit.
So, but you know what? We were talking. I just said, "What is your worth?" And we were watching this show last night on TV, and the girl was like, talking about, you know, she know who she is and she know what her worth is. And then all dude had to do was just kiss her. Hey. And she just fell apart. She just fell apart. She was saving herself for marriage and everything.
No.
Yeah.
She came early.
came early?
She came.
Okay. I'm sorry.
See, we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep it moving. So listen, what do we have tonight? What do we have tonight when it comes to the main attraction?
Well, I think that was kind of the main attraction, but the thing is, it is a topic, but the letter kind of tied into the subtopic. The letter kind of tied into that. So we're gonna take a quick break because we're gonna pay a bill right quick, and we're gonna be right back.
With Operator Nation, go away.
And we're back. So we're talking about exploring opportunities with people that that either you were intrigued by before but never had the chance, whether they be a celebrity or whether they be somebody from school that you just never got with or whatever, or wanted to get with.
From school, picture that.
I know, right?
Wow, that's going back.
So I'm going to. I know, right? I'm going to read the letter of the day, which is Dear Tori and Terry. There is this woman on my job that is one of the VPs in my company. All I can do is think of her. Not in a bad way, but I really feel I have a chance with her. But whenever I get around her, I just freeze up and my words don't come out right. Now, there have been times where we have shared a few laughs and even talked at length about business and a little personal information. Not much though, but for the most part, she's just an acquaintance. Well, recently, I asked one of my female work colleagues to inquire about her status. She came back and told me that she had been single for a while, but for the past month has been dating a guy that she met at an event. Needless to say, I was and am crushed. Now I feel like I can, now I got my courage. Now I feel like I can go up to her and let her know I'm interested. Do you think I waited too long, or do I still have a chance? How should I approach her? So, of course, I always take it to the scripture, as you know, and I got a different scripture tonight. Matthew 6:21. For where your treasure is, there your heart will also be. So I know you guys thought I was going to come back with, thou should not covet somebody else's property or they wife or whatever, or they girl in this case. But I think the guy, he owed it to himself, since he got his little courage up to go ahead and throw his hat in the ring. What you guys think?
Sure. I mean, she's dating somebody. She's not married.
I know, right?
Yeah, shoot your shot. May the best man win. That's what I solely believe. That's what I teach.
Yeah, but you know what? So, I mean, we've been in corporate America before, and, there's a lot of women that are at VP status or CEO status and everything that really haven't, they have a hard time. They have a hard time finding somebody, right? So, as I was looking at this. No. I was looking at it from a different perspective, though, thinking that, okay, so we're looking at it like those women typically aren't able to get a guy because they're always talking about, well, I make, 8 figures, 6 figures, or whatever. That's a lot of people's story, that we hear and been here for several years. I mean, at least,
have. I haven't.
Yeah. Well, how many corporate women do you know that are married and have boyfriends or whatever?
I know a couple of them. You know why? Because they're a good catch. That's why they're usually.
Well, you would think so, but a lot of times they lead with, I'm a strong black woman. Well, you strong black woman, you don't have to tell people.
Yeah. I mean, but the thing is, honestly, it just depends on the person. It's not so much corporate and they don't have That's generalizing a lot. You know, I think what it is, it depends on the woman. I mean, you can have a woman that's very proud of what she does and who she is and still say the same thing. Doesn't mean that she has to be corporate.
Yeah.
But, and that's just, you know, that right there has a lot to do with if you have a man or not so much as, you know, being corporate or whatever. But the problem is.
Well, you know what? So I've been on, I mean, you know, I was on the East Coast for a number of years.
And I know you stated.
And I've seen so many corporate type women types that are single. People think they got somebody. Sometimes they may be married, but
oh yeah, the prettiest girls are the women.
yeah. So a lot of times that you know people are thinking that you know they're not dateable or whatever because you know they make too much money or they are intimidating you know to a guy and things. So and that's what all I was saying. You know, and a lot of women think like that. You know, a lot of corporate women think like that. So I applaud him for even stretching out and trying to talk to her.
You should. Yeah, you absolutely should. I mean, like I said, may the best man win. The thing is everybody wants somebody that's real.
Yeah.
Nobody wants a fake. Nobody wants a fraud. Nobody wants this representative. You know, we have a joke. You know, you send in your representative. Nobody wants that. People want people with depth. They really do. And so if you are confident enough to shoot your shot, to step forward, knowing that there's a financial gap, per se, you know, or even just in the position. I do say, though, be very careful because you want to read up on the policies and you want to be super cool about it. You can let her know you're interested, but don't be thirsty and don't throw
Well, apparently they at least had some conversations because they were, you know, he said that they had conversations before.
Yeah,
Myra said,
right.
now he has courage. Yeah, now he does. Come on, man. Don't be that man that she may cheat on what she has.
Okay.
So that's another way of looking at it.
And that's really a big way of looking at it.
Yeah.
And the thing is, not so much not cheat on, just not give you a second look. Because you gotta come with it. And when you come with it, come with a vision. When you know, when you guys have those small talks, like, hey, where do you see yourself in the gym? Where do you see yourself? And what's your have stuff. Have stuff. Nobody wants someone that just doesn't, you know, that's just kind of living day to day. I mean, that means that your day is up for grabs, right?
Yeah.
You want to make sure that you're very intentional about what it is you're doing. And let her know if you don't know that, you know, you're currently working on it and that you have some things in play. And tell her what your current goals are so that you know how to do it.
Yep. Myra, he was acting like Steve from Family Matters was talking about Urkel. So my thing, you know, dude, it could be devastating to someone when you find out this person you like starts to date somebody else, you know. So I'm thinking he probably had, you know, self-doubt, doubting his confidence and things like that. But again, he reached out to us, and not only did he reach out to us, but you know, he's like contemplating, you know, should I shoot my shot? You know?
Well, yeah, you definitely should. She's not married, so there's a ring on her finger. She can do whatever she wants.
Yeah.
So, you know, go for it. I say may the best man win again. And also, too, just, you know, keep your confidence up. But remember what we were saying earlier, and that is all that glitters is not always gold.
That's right.
You're very surprised. So, you know, go in with an open mind. Don't go in with wedding bells, you know, on your mind. Don't go in with, you know, all this fantasy, you know, writing her name and your last name. Go in on a date to just finally get a little closer to get to know what is something you wanted to do.
Exactly. So one of the things that I would suggest to him is that before you begin to pursue this woman, I think that, you know, take a good look at how much you know her, right? How much do you like her? And is she reciprocal? I mean, you know, you don't want to, you know, like put yourself out there because remember, you are at work. And I think you're trying to talk to her. So it shouldn't take place there. And, you know, the thing too, I used to always say this to everybody. Don't mess with nobody on your job. Don't mess with nobody living your building. Or your neighbor.
Oh
that's so true though. You got outside the box. You know, but no, some people because it's convenient, you know. But again, don't mess nobody that you work with.
That's a no for me, dog. No.
Yeah, because when stuff go wrong, it can go real wrong. And then if you live next door or you know, stuff like that. I know, right? Myra, I agree with you. He should have found the confidence before finding out she was talking to somebody. Definitely. So I just, I just think that, you have to realize, hey, how close is this friendship between the two of you? If it's close enough that you can actually come to her and say, hey, I understand you're dating somebody right now, but I was, I was trying to, or don't say that.
No, I mean, it's not that. I'm sorry. I'm over here playing with it in my head and actually like kind of backpedaling me. Like, I'm thinking, don't step to this woman.
I backpedal.
I backpedal too.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like, don't step to her. I mean, let her just stay in the fantasy. Like I said, like, how you're flirting looks real good right there. I don't know what Penelope has to put up with her. I don't want to know. But I like the that looks good right there. She speaks to stay in that glass house right there, especially the CEO or whatever she is in your company.
She wanted a VP.
Well, yeah. I mean, and it's not that she's out of your league by any means. I'm saying that to say, I don't even want to see your little fantasy show. You know what I'm saying? I think, and I'm not trying to be condescending. I think the best thing to do is really be chill and just kind of observe what actually goes down with this dude. Like, kind of observe it. See how this plays out. But also, too, when you have the opportunity and you see her, be cool. Say hello.
Definitely be
Show
cool.
yourself as a gentleman of that. Get some intrigue where she intrigued with you. See, that's how I roll.
Exactly.
I'm on that level. Okay.
Watch out there.
So, yeah, you want to make sure, you want to think about the fact that, I mean, if you are intriguing, then, I mean, there's a start. You certainly don't want it to be lopsided, where it's all over. That's the last thing you want.
Most definitely.
So I say, just be cool and just really observe. Observe, you learn so much by it.
But when I said I don't know how close he is into this, from the looks of his letter, he really doesn't have any skin in the game at all. Yeah. And by not having any skin in the game, man, I mean, you're on the outside looking in.
Talking like, hey, we shared a couple weeks. We laughed over a little.
I know, right?
Little copier machine. That ain't enough.
That ain't enough start or something, or to make her leave somebody.
No, and I mean, the thing is if she's supposed to be with somebody, who's to say she's not supposed to be with that somebody before it even happens for you? Let it be what it's going to be. I'm a strong believer in that. Do not try to fit round pegs and square holes and, all that. Just let it be.
I would say don't lose your job over a fish that you can find in another tank.
Okay.
Most definitely. It's true on that. So another thing, if you really, really feel like you may have a shot, the best thing for you to do is be direct with her. Communicate. Be clear about your intentions on what, on how you feel for her. You
gotta step hard. I mean, that's
you really got to step hard.
Go big or go home. You have to come there and say, hey, I've been wanting to really take you out for a good while.
And we don't even know what their policy is.
And I wouldn't even say, I take that back. I wouldn't even say I know you seem like. I wouldn't even let that be a thing. I'm talking about me and you.
Hey, act like you don't know.
Step to her. Yeah, it's like, I'm not even talking about you. You don't have nothing to do with this. It's me and you right now. I'm talking about you. That's what women like that. Like, oh, wait a minute. Okay. Preach, so you'll have her attention for sure, because women like men that are very direct, that are upfront, that can speak to them, and also that take commitment. Come with that. Come with that courage.
Got to.
That's a God thing. You want to have God in it, and pray on it first. But you may be like, nah, I got some money over here for you over here, smoothie king. I don't know. But you never know. It doesn't mean she works there. It doesn't mean she works there. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just tripping because you gave somebody a plug.
Well, okay. As a smoothie queen.
That's Irish saying,
whatever.
Be direct. That's what I said. Be direct. Yeah. Don't make her play the guessing game.
No.
We don't like that.
No, we don't.
Yeah. So that's Irish.
Big boy stuff.
I don't know if you heard the letter, but basically he procrastinated, and then when he finally got the courage, and he didn't even do it on his own. He actually asked somebody else to go in and be his representative and find out if she was seeing somebody or not. So
and that's another thing too. Just because she's intriguing, you don't even know if you can handle her world. Exactly. You don't know what her world consists of.
And check this out.
This is a woman that's a VP. You don't know the things that she comes home and talks about. And her man, her man. Did you handle that?
And does her company encourage fraternization?
Well, I mean, again, that's why I said you need to run your company rules or whatever.
Exactly.
But I really, it may mean you taking up something somewhere else. Yeah. It may mean that. I mean, that's why you have to really just think about it and be sure you're sure.
Be sure
that is what I say. Be sure you're sure.
Yep.
But again, all it glitters isn't gold. So you'll see. But I would definitely put myself out there as somebody that would like to take you out. Who's to say? She may go out with you and talk about the other dude, but you are trust and believe. Trust and believe. Dessert, lunch, something lightweight, not dinner, something lightweight.
Yeah.
And I would
maybe a smoothie.
Oh, that's not. You know what? You can't do a smoothie. I'll tell you why. It's not long enough to get the information that you need. You need to do like a lunch or something. You can spend some time with her midday. You can get gone, but you need to find out what it is that really this woman is about. You don't know if she's a dick. I mean, they're not dicks for the VPs, but you can find out if this is somebody that really matches to them all this intrigue.
Yeah.
The fantasy that you've been having. Yeah. A lot of times it's not. The fantasy is bigger than the person.
That's right. That's right. So my last point on this is something to be aware of. If you find out that she breaks up with this guy, don't try to run to her rescue and all of that stuff. Give her some time. We always talk about you want to grieve your relationship, whether you're breaking up with a girlfriend or boyfriend, whether you're getting a divorce. We talk about that in the sense of you need to get yourself back together. You need to pick up the pieces and put yourself back together. Whether that means counseling, whether that means being by yourself. Dude, you don't want, in this case, if she does break up with him, you don't want to be the rebound guy. You don't want to be, is it the comeback guy? Or is it just the rebound guy? I think it's just the rebound guy. So
yeah, definitely the rebound guy.
Yeah.
And I mean, again, check her out, find out about her. I mean, just because she's a VP doesn't mean that her life is right.
Yeah. Look, I would say midday coffee and a muffin. You can't go wrong with a sugar-free muffin. What's a sugar-free muffin? I never had a sugar-free muffin, so I wouldn't know. But anyway, can't go wrong with a cup of coffee and some muffin. Right? I would say if he wasn't direct with her from the beginning, he might be insecure about himself. And you know what, Byron, he may just. I mean, have you ever been around a guy that you really like, and you when you get around him, your tongue gets tied up. You can't say the words that you want to say, and you get these goo moments or whatever. I mean, that when I was reading the letter, that's what I initially thought. I was like, okay, maybe he's been out dating other women and stuff, doesn't have a problem, but because he really, really, really is either attracted to her or really likes her. No, it's just like, when he gets around her, because he likes her so much, he gets so nervous that he doesn't know what to say, he doesn't know how to act.
Yeah, okay, well then that's not the worst thing, because you can't be like that.
That might just be temporary. That might just be temporary, though. But it may just be temporary, So just remember, just remember that. So and you never been in a situation. Well, women, I don't think y'all have to worry about that because y'all control who gonna go.
You don't want to choose it.
Yeah. Maybe that's what I should say. Yeah. So I would say, yes, this may be God's way of telling him he needs to chill and work on himself.
That's it. Thank you, my sister.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
Anybody that's got you stammered when you tongue tied, you can't speak. That's not for you. Not now.
But again, it may just be temporary.
No, it's cute in movies. You gotta find your voice. That's not true. It's not cool for a man to not have a voice and not. A woman is looking at you like, hello.
I'm trying to get a dude a little courage.
No, that ain't courage. Okay, don't give him a pass. Find your voice and decide a session. That's your way.
So Brandon, let me ask you: if a guy you really didn't know existed, but he was always checking you out, and he kind of liked you. He came up to you, and he wanted to talk to you, but he really couldn't get his words right or whatever. What would you do?
Okay, Sabrina,
I think y'all are a little more lenient.
Sabrina, let me just say this. Middle school sister.
She's not in middle school. She's college.
She's a grown woman. That's my point. You leave with that? That would be the way it is.
You would turn it down?
I don't know. It depends if I'm like attracted to to them right now, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're like I
You
usually tell
person
people.
your whole life if you sign up.
No, that's true. That's true.
So
I do want them to be more like confident in themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, everybody wants
Just
somebody.
I think like even if they're nervous, like and they still like do it, I mean that's fine. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta put it out there.
Yeah.
It's gotta come from here. You gotta be able to say.
I say nope, not at all. I am very outspoken. So, but I mean, you know, some people make some people nervous around them. But that's not to say that that's how they are all the time. Because once he gets used to her, then he probably, you know, it'll probably fade real fast.
It means he has a choking capability. You don't want somebody to choke when there's time.
And it's true. I've had someone he couldn't even give eye contact to me.
Oh, you don't want that?
No, I love eye contact. Okay, I'm always using eye contact. And then I told him this, and he was like, "You just make me nervous." And I was like, I don't know if it was like, oh, or like, you know. And then, but I was like, but I still want the eye contact, you know.
Did you think it was cute?
I need you to learn how to.
Well, it was just kind of annoying because I'm like, he wouldn't at all like give me eye contact. So, and then once I told him, he was like, okay, fine. And then he looked me directly in the eye, and now it kind of freaked me out because it was just like straight on. I was like, okay, hold up. So I mean, I get it sometimes, but yeah, if it's like too like timid, then that's like.
I mean, everybody has their moments. Okay, great passes here and there, but when it comes to like the real moments, like stepping me, you know, I mean, the important moments.
Yeah.
All of that. You gotta
have yourself
moments
together.
that are serious. Yeah, you gotta be able to do it. You can't
Gotta have
do it,
yourself
then you're
together.
not.
Dude, so I hope you heard all this. This from two women in the house. I'm outnumbered. I was trying to give you a little pass. Maybe you was nervous. I don't know. But again,
There's no room for that with a real woman.
Yeah, and you see what happens. He missed his turn.
That's what separates the.
Now you gotta go back to the end of the line.
Those that accept that, that's what separates the women.
Look. Now you gotta go back to the end of the line and do it all over again.
That's it. Put in another application if you're looking.
Another application. Oh my God.
You gotta apply again.
So anyway, is that your closing?
My closing is this. We laugh, and this is, you know, we kind of play the devil's over here, but really and truly, what do you want? What are you gonna do when you get it? That's the question. You know, it's like it's fantasy. Oh wow, you know, men like to chase and they get her, and then it's like, you know what?
Yeah.
Because she's gonna be looking at you like, you got me now. What are you gonna do now that you have me? Can you keep her? Can you keep her attention? Can you keep up whatever song and dance you play to get her? She's gonna be looking for that because whatever you start with, she's gonna believe and buy that that's who you are.
That's a good
and
point.
She's gonna be looking for you to be that. And the moment that you slip for that, then she's gonna wonder, okay, when you're slipping from that, and everybody does have an occasional slip, but I need you to back it up with an explanation why and how you're gonna get back to that place.
Yeah.
And if you can't give her that, then you just blew it. Because you had a good thing, you had a fantasy about it, and you wanted it. God gave it to you.
And you blew it.
Know how to keep it. So make sure you're sure and get a plan. Everything deserves a plan. You're going to need a plan whether you're with her or not.
Yeah.
Get a plan. And then you're able to tell her your plan. And you can say to her, if there are any glitches, you can put your money on this. I will always have it.
At least now he knows what not to do.
For the both of us. Let her know that she is part of that plan and part of that vision. Let her know.
Yeah.
That's what a woman wants to hear.
Yeah.
My plan, it looks like this today, that could change, but my plan always involves you. Let her know that. See what type of woman she is. She'll let you know.
Myra said not all guys are like that. My coworker walked right up to her when she first got there. So, you know, everybody's different. You know, with me, what I want to close with is in a situation in which you've been dragging your feet and wanting to approach someone, it's truly a case, in this case, where the early bird gets the worm, right? A lot of people think if they put themselves out there, they're going to be rejected. And maybe because he was so nervous around her, maybe that's what he was thinking. You know, oh, she's a VP, she would never talk to a guy like me or whatever. So, you know, you got to get a little, you have to get a little more confidence about yourself and air confidence about yourself. You know, so.
Somebody loves you, you can get a box if you need help.
I know, right? So the thing is, you know, you would never know unless you try. Secondly, the other person may be just as interested in you as you are in her. And but she's waiting for him to make a move. You know, that's why she was like, when the other guy approached her, she probably was like, you know what, I was waiting on somebody, but I think I'm a.
Oh yeah, and if he's aloof, it comes off really cool, like the Shy Brothers thing.
Yeah. Well, actually, he did play Shy Brothers. I'm surprised you ain't bring that up.
He's so hot. He's got it together. He's so cool, calm, and collected. Meanwhile, he just
No, he sent another woman to play Shy Brothers.
Right, I know that. I'm just saying, you never know what she's thinking of you. Just because you haven't been, so forceful.
Yeah. So my advice to you, my bottom line advice to you is to be intentional in your pursuit of her.
Absolutely.
And if not, either put up or shut up. Put up or shut up. Myra had one more comment. She said, my coworker walked up to me when I first got to my location.
Oh my God.
Just to tell me how beautiful I am.
Ooh.
and if I had a man. So not all guys are like that. LOL, just saying. Yeah, and you know what? I mean, it's some guys, we were watching this show last night, and I was like, dude he was spitting some good game. Yeah.
I really like
he was spitting some game.
I was like, that's how you do it.
Yeah. But she falls for the bad guy type and all that stuff. So, but anyway, I thought this was a really interesting letter. Just because it's not all about normally we get stuff where the men are cheating, the women are cheating and stuff. So this was kind of a letter just to help somebody else.
Good. Yeah, it was really good. And I mean, some people are really going through this. And it's a whole fantasy thing. And they got somebody that either got away, or they wanted, or they just got in mind, and it just kind of sits in the back of their mind, like what if?
Just never know. So again, put up or shut up. Shut it up.
And you women, do not shoot your shot. Wait.
Yeah.
Wait on the Lord.
The thing is, he that finds it. Not she that finds it. Not she that go looking.
Don't do it. Just be cool about it. You can be nice, but don't you shoot the shot.
Yeah.
Don't you shoot the shot.
Look at Ruth. Ruth was
be positive.
Look at Ruth though. Ruth was like, just gleaning. Just all in the fields, just gleaning. I was like, bust a Michael Jackson move. But look, Ruth was chilling out there, so he found him. Like, hey, who's that chick over there? Leave her a little extra tomorrow.
That's what a Boaz would do. A Boaz will always do that.
Yep. So anyway, we thank you guys for sending this letter in. Again, it's not always. Yeah, and it's not always about somebody doing somebody wrong or whatever. We got these kind of letters. We just don't know when to place them. So I thought this was an appropriate one. So don't forget to tune in Friday night at 9 p.m. where we got a couple that we actually counseled, and they have a really happy marriage, and they are called Motivating Couples.
Motivating Couples, you can find them on IG.
Yeah. Oh my God, I was waiting on him to come on, but he didn't. I don't want to be remiss with this. Saul, Twinette, happy 25th anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
I miss him being on.
I know, and I was thinking about that earlier. I said, well, the reason he's not on because they're celebrating.
Exactly.
So yes,
happy 25th, Saul.
Yeah.
So
25th, that's beautiful.
So someone says that Iris said you chose a good letter. Thank you. Like I said, we were trying to get it to go, get something to go with the topic.
I mean, and you know what? I don't want to stop your letters, but sometimes they get kind of,
raunchy.
They get repetitive. Well, they get a little repetitive, because of some of the situations are the same. I don't want it to be mundane for all of us. I really want to have a fresh perspective, and I think that's what we were looking to see. You know what I'm saying? So, amen. Yeah.
So whatever, I would say, yes, they are celebrating. Good.
Beautiful.
So
love y'all. Cheers.
I would tell him to watch the show and hang on to the end because we gave them their proper
Cheers
shout out.
To Team Wesley. We love y'all. We love you all here at Gospel Radio Nation.
Yep. And guys, remember, if you want to be a guest on either the radio show or the television show, or if you want to be a sponsor, advertiser, or if you just have a letter like this gentleman did tonight and you want us to read it on the air and answer it for you, send us an email to loveandblack1@gmail.com, and we will once we categorize it, we will definitely get it on here. So we thank you guys for tuning in tonight. And you know what? I love being on YouTube like this because it's not, Facebook was blocking and all kind of stuff. So now people get a chance to go back and see this without, having to, scroll down a whole bunch of stuff just to catch it or not see it at all.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed this evening. I enjoyed you and Sabrina.
Oh, thank you.
It was good, and I'm certainly hoping that we can help men and women alike with this.
Yeah, definitely.
Get your courage.
So, guys, we'll see you Friday night on this same black channel, same black time. And I love saying that. I do.
You guys have a great week. Tomorrow's hump day. We'll see you Friday.
See you Friday. Gospel Radio Nation. Talk to you guys next Tuesday. Bye-bye.